Thank you so much for stopping by. We're here in this video today to talk about symptoms of Ikeuwa in one's life or family. We're talking about symptoms of Ikeuwa in one's life or family. And somebody may be asking, what is Ikeuwa? Ikeuwa simply has to do with karmic debt unresolved. Karmic debts unresolved. There are karmic debts in one's life. There are karmic debts in family lineage. So we have, made a video about what is Ikeuwa. If you have not watched that video, find that video here or there, and click on that. There's so much information in that video to help you. And as you understand what Ikeuwa is and its problems, in one's life and why it's so important to resolve the Ikeuwa, then in this video, you can as well come up in this video to look through the symptoms, the symptoms and the signs, and also the benefits of resolving your Ikeuwa. Okay, the symptoms of Ikeuwa unresolved. Signs that shows that Ikeuwa is actually having its strong grip over you or your family tree. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Whether you are white skin or black skin, it doesn't matter. Because everyone on this planet today has a family, has a lineage, has ancestral roots. Okay? So, and most of our predecessors lived their life and passed on unto us. So, and in everyone's life, there is a DNA. And the DNA holds the memories, the stories, and everything that has to do with, your family, history, your family patterns, your family, issues. Both that which you call, the good and the bad. So now I want to appreciate and thank those of you who have been, subscribing to this channel and liking the videos, helping to, spread this message. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving us your comments in the comment sections down below. Sharing the video is very, very important because you may be helping, to solve one's problem, who is somewhere that you may not understand what that person is going through. So in this video today, and if you are a new subscriber, you're just one who just stumbled on this video today, please, your subscription is very important to us. Okay, subscribe to this channel, help this channel to grow, help this channel to come up, because we have and we keep bringing so much information that are so liberating. Our informations are so liberating, so healing, so aligning, and if actually you come up here with open mind, you will learn a lot, and it will help you to be able to correct so many things and align and help your life to grow in the proper way. All right, we want to take it one after the other. Okay, today the symptoms of Ikeuwa in one's life and family. Okay, what are those symptoms? What are those signs that you will be seeing or that have been happening even before now in your life, in your family, and you don't even understand exactly what those things are pointing to? And somebody might be telling you this is the problem, and you go and do exactly what they told you to do, and still the problem continues to persist. Okay, they tell you to pray, they tell you to fast, they tell you to go and do this ritual, go and settle this, your water family, you go and do the connection, align with this, call down your own, and what have you, your incarnator, what have you, but yet, in all of these things you have been doing, your case continue to be persisting. Okay, so Be that as it may, we want to take it one after the other. What are those signs? What are those symptoms? Because a whole lot of you have been, asking us to make the video on this. And we want to bring this information so that it will help a whole lot of people. Now, the number one sign or number one symptom that shows up, and you know that this is pointing to Ikeuwa. Ikeuwa can show up in so many ways. In fact, we may not be able to exhaust all the symptoms in this video. Yes, we may not. Okay? So, number one sign of Ikeuwa, number one sign of karmic debt, unresolved or unsettled karmic debts, number one has to do with repeated patterns of struggle. Repeated patterns of struggle. If you have observed your life, observed your family very well, you will see or discover that, so many things, so many people who have, lived before you, or those who are older than you, or those who came before you, there are these repeated patterns of struggling going on among them all. And now you too have queued in the same line. And no matter the kind of things you try to do, things continue to persist. So these repeated patterns of struggle is a very heavy sign that Ikeuwa is the root cause of this family's issues or your own life issues. Another sign or symptom of Ikeuwa has to do with, stagnation and blockages. Stagnation and blockages. Constant setback at the age of breakthrough. You have come to the age of breakthrough, but you can't break through. You put up the effort, you put up the hard work, but your effort and your hard works are not matching the results that you expected. You're doing so much, but you're getting little results. You're trying everything, but you're not really harnessing or manifesting your desire. Okay? So this is a heavy sign or symptom of Ikeuwa. Stagnation. In fact, when you look around your peers, the things, how you're trying your best, so many people are not even doing half of it, quarter of it, but they are having heavy results, but you are not. That's a heavy sign of Ikeuwa. All right? And the next thing that you see in that regard is that, you see doors closing unexpectedly. A door will open onto you. You see a sign of something good is about to happen. Unexpectedly, stories enters. You get a business contract. You are employed into a job. You start up something, but all of a sudden, you see that thing you have started, that you have tried to grow up, closing up unexpectedly. And even when opportunity shows, you see the opportunity, this is an opportunity for me, before you know it, it dies off, it closes up. When opportunity arises, the next thing, it doesn't wait. The next thing, it closes. You put your head here, before you know it, you're trying doing that, before you know it, it doesn't work. You stop that one, or you walk away from that one, or that one pushes you away, and you start another. Another heavy sign has to do with unusual suffering without clear cause. Unusual suffering without clear cause. You are going through things, but you don't know actually what is the cause of this. It keeps on repeating. It keeps on happening. You're suffering. This suffering is unusual. It is not something you can say, okay, this is the cause of it, or this is why I'm going through this, or this is why this is happening. You be experiencing persistent misfortune that cannot be explained logically. You'll be having heavy feelings of being caged or stopped despite prayers, rituals, ceremonies, all kinds of things you do in order to come out from any kind of, persistent struggle or suffering. You take up classes, you take up educations, you attend so many seminars, you watch so many YouTube videos, read so many books, but none of all of that amounting to anything. You still feel stopped. You still feel caged. That is a heavy sign of Ikeuwa. Another issue in that regard has to do with unexplainable kind of, issues happening around you. Unexplicable sorrow, shame, or disgrace falling upon you or falling upon the family. And the next thing someone might tell you is that God knows. God understands. No. This is a pointer for you and the family, or you and your lineage, that Ikeuwa is so heavy on your family, on your life, on your bloodline. Ikeuwa symptoms can as well show up in health-related issues. Health-related issues. You see a health-related sign on your life or on your family, a kind of a strange or reoccurring illnesses, not easily cured by medicine. You drink so much medicines, you take so much medications. In fact, you have become friends to doctors and hospitals and so many places of treatment. You go for this therapy, you go for that therapy, you take this drug, you take this supplement, you take this, all kinds of medications. But the sickness continue. If it seems as if it has gone, it will reoccur. It will resurface. Such a condition is a sign, it's a symptom of Ikeuwa. Sometimes you experience, some conditions that seem to move from one family member to another. The thing that this person is suffering, you still see another person suffering it in a similar way. You see what this one is going through, you see another person going through the same thing in a similar way. Premature death, occurring. You see life being cut short in similar way across the generations. You will hear that, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your aunt, your great-grandfather, someone in the family passed away this way, and this person is going through the same thing, he died the same way, and so on and so forth. This kind of situations is a symptom, heavy symptoms of Ikeuwa. And it is very important that in order for you do deep alpha consultation reading to discover if Ikeuwa is present in your life or in your family tree. Very, very important. So many people play away with issues of their life. Do not do so. Learn and relearn. Okay? In order for you to know, not to believe, to know what actually is responsible to your own problem. Don't just go by whatever you're told. Look at the signs you're going through. Look at the symptoms in your life. Look at what you're experiencing. And then, if you can be able to point those things, it is a pointer, it is a hint, it is a direction for you to know what to do. All right? Good. Another symptom that we will not fail to talk about has to do with burdens of brokenness. You see, so many people experience repeated broken marriages, even inability to sustain relationships. Don't think that the problem is that your partner. She's the problem. He is the problem. He's not doing this. She's not doing that. No. Most of those, broken marriages, divorce, I've been into this relationship, it didn't work. I tried all my best so that it worked, it didn't work. The in-laws did not accept. My mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and so on. In fact, my husband is not a good one. Listen, most of these things are not really that husband you're talking about, that wife you're talking about. Okay? Because in this life, most things happen to draw our attention to ourselves. Everything you see outside of you is simply a mirror reflecting what is in you or what is going on in you. So, the repeated broken marriages or inability to sustain that relationship is a strong pointer to Ikeuwa in your life. Every man that come across you will promise you heaven and earth. By the time he sleeps with you, the next thing that happens is that he will cheat you. He will reject you. He will no longer want to have anything to do with you. A woman, you are a man, you have the money, you're hardworking, but no woman want to marry you. No woman want to settle down with you. You throw your money before them, but then that lady will say, no, I don't want. If anyone agrees with you, before you know it, after a while, the relationship is broken. This is a heavy symptom. It's a heavy symptom, a heavy sign of Ikeuwa. All right? Also, Ikeuwa can show up in you having children that you are not proud of. Your children going astray. Your children facing unusual difficulties in life. You're expecting your children to take care of you. But they don't even have enough to eat, to take care of themselves, not to talk of to look after their mothers or their fathers. And whenever you call them on phone or you try to reach out to them, they are not able to respond to you. And the next thing you're broken, the next thing you're not happy, the next thing, you're feeling bad as a parent. So such thing that you're seeing in your children can be a heavy pointer to you that there is something wrong somewhere in this child. And this is karmic issue. This is karmic debt unresolved. Is Ikeuwa. All right? It can as well show up also. You look around yourself, you look around your family, you're seeing lack of unity, lack of peace, lack of understanding, or constant conflicts within the family line. You are brothers and sisters. You are relations of the same grandfather. But there is this conflict among you. No respect, no regard for the seniors. No cooperation. This is Ikeuwa in your life and family. Conflicts, problems. And this kind of conflicts continue to linger year in, year out. You try everything to make peace. That peace is not settled. That peace is not received. That peace is not welcomed. This is Ikeuwa, symptom in the family lineage in your own personal life. So you can seek for personal deliverance. Personal deliverance. Deliverance is not about prayer, laying hands on you. It's liberation. Liberation. You can have a personal liberation if the whole family does not agree to get this particular issue settled. All right. Now, another symptom again can show up in your spiritual life, spiritual journey. You're trying everything possible to, have the awakening, going smoothly and sound for you. But then, you're having frequent troubling dreams where you are being chased, where you're falling, where you're walking around, endless wandering in your dreams. You see yourself drowning in your dreams. You see yourself carrying loads in your dreams. You see cow chasing you, masquerades chasing you, a whole lot of things. You are being chased. You're looking for, a hideout. This is a heavy sign of Ikeuwa in your spiritual life. It can also show up in the aspect of you, feeling heavy in the soul, as though you're carrying burdens that is not your own. When you are on your own, you're feeling that it's like I'm carrying a load, I'm carrying a burden, I'm carrying something that is not mine. What is actually going on? You're troubled. All right? It's a sign. It can also show up, in your spiritual gift being blocked. Every attempt at awakening is meeting resistance. Your gifts are not showing forth. You remember in your childhood age, even when you are not keen into spirituality, those gifts are manifesting. Or even when you are probably in the religious arena, you're doing well. Your gifts you're using your gifts. Your gifts are manifesting. But right now, in fact, you can't even remember the last time your gift showed up. You had dreams, you can't remember your dreams. Even if you remember, you cannot understand. All of these are pointers in your spiritual life about Ikeuwa that need to be resolved. Ikeuwa can also show up in your emotional state. It can show up in your mental state. You having emotional and mental patterns that shows up in areas of deep feelings of guilt or unworthiness without reason. You're feeling unworthy. You're feeling inferiority complex, low self-esteem. You don't feel belonged among others. And not just because one or two are not there. You're feeling restless, as if the soul remembers something undone. Your soul is remembering something unresolved. It's like there's something unfinished matters, unfinished issues. Unexplainable fears, especially of certain places, deities, or ancestral matters. You're feeling these signs, this fear. You can't explain the fear. You come into a certain place, you're feeling this fear, but you can't explain why. You find yourself in the river ride, by the waters, by nature, at the track road or lonely places. You're feeling this fear, but you can't explain why. You come close to a deity, you're afraid. You can't explain why. You come to your father's home, your father's soil, the place you were born. You're afraid. You can't explain why. These are strong pointers to Ikeuwa in the family line, in your own life. So it's very, very important for you to, if you're seeing these signs and symptoms in your life, take your deep alpha consultation to ascertain what type of Ikeuwa is happening to you. Is it of the bloodline? Is it that of, your previous life existence? It will go a long way to helping you. Another issue has to do with signs in the family lineage. You see, so many of us today don't even know the stories of our families. So many of us don't even understand what has happened or how our fathers or forefathers or predecessors lived, our uncles and so on. Why some of us also have received some stories about the family, going through some certain kind of stories of past violence, the kind of ancestral betrayals, desecration of lands, unfulfilled covenants and bloodsheds. This kind of stories have already generated such kind of storyline in the family, or issues in the family have already generated Ikeuwa. So if you're having such stories about your family or predecessors or people around your family lineage have gone through this kind of thing or experienced this kind of thing or have done this kind of thing, let it be known to you that Ikeuwa is existing already. You don't need any soothsayer or any prophet or any alpha to now tell you you're going through Ikeuwa. Circles of generational poverty. In fact, your forefathers, your fathers have been poor. Limitations. In fact, they didn't cross a certain stage. This one started building the house, could not finish it. Just like in my own family. My own family, in fact, my father built the house actually, but it was a mud house of those days. But ever since, so many of our people, those who are older than us, they grew up, they couldn't mold blocks, they couldn't build their own house. Those who tried to mold blocks could not build a house. Those who tried to build that house, to lay the foundation and start building, could not finish the building, could not roof the building. In my own generation, among those who were born among my by my fathers, even my cousins and some of my nephews and so on. What are we saying here? These have been repeated. Even in my childhood, I was seeing this. Somebody will start a building, could not finish the building, could not roof the building, could not enter the building. And if he tried to struggle, it might end up maybe putting one room or two together. And this was troubling me. No matter how, the members strive, no matter how everybody tries to make it, it keep repeating. All right? Until I have to, discover that Ikeuwa is in my bloodline and it has been having effect on my own life and got that resolved. It's a personal experience I'm sharing with you. And I've seen so many people undergoing it, going through these symptoms and signs, and yet they don't know why. Today, the good news is that you are getting this knowledge and it is time for you to solve your problem. Sometimes you see some families, some families are known for a specific misfortune. Maybe their firstborn dies. Or you see men dying before 50 years. Or you see their women are all barren. Or if they should give birth, they are giving birth to only female child. No male child. I mean, you see the kind of specific misfortune this one is going through, this one is going through, this one is going through. The same thing. You're trying everything possible within your reach. Things continue to persist. Listen, Ikeuwa reveals itself through circles that, resist ordinary solutions, as though an invisible hand is holding back that progress until the depth is faced and resolved or paid. So it can whisper through repeated struggles, sudden losses, or inherited burdens, pointing to something that must be acknowledged or something that must be resolved. Today, the message has come to you. The message has hit you. Do not wait again until reality hits you more than you can ever be able to handle, before you rise up and get this issue resolved. A good number of people, in fact, when I was to settle this matter of Ikeuwa in my life, it led me to even go and give away the issue that has to do with my inheritance, talking about a land, so that I can be able to resolve this problem. And ever since I got that resolved, in fact, even the land replaced. Okay? Good things have happened more than I can ever count. Get your Ikeuwa happen in your life. Repeated struggles, stagnations, poverty, losses and so on. Brokenness, unexplained, relationship blockages, rejections and disappointments, and so many other things going on with you. Get these things resolved through your Ikeuwa resolve. And if you do that, you would not ever continue to experience this kind of things again. You will see peace, you will see joy. In the next coming video, we'll be talking about the benefits. The kind of benefit you experience when you resolve your Ikeuwa. I am talking to you out of experience. And what I tell you is exactly. You rise so high, the next thing, your name has been sung as praise. But before you know it, you crash. And you crash, you could no longer rise again. You could no longer, be able to stand again. Rejections everywhere. And the next thing you're pointing your finger to, it is a witchcraft. It is this person that is against me. It is maybe you have a quarrel with somebody. The next thing you say, that person has gone to do charm and juju against you. No, it is not that person. It is Ikeuwa that is your problem. Resolve it and you'll be happy. Okay? If you're just joining us for the first time, subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be getting our messages whenever we upload a new video. Okay? Like this video, share this video, You'll be touching someone somewhere. You'll be helping somebody somewhere. You'll be reaching out to somebody somewhere you may not know. All right? Send us a comment in the comment section down below. No one owns my chi. I must rise up and handle my issues. No one owns my chi. I must rise up and resolve my issues, my karmic issues, my Ikeuwa. Whatever Ikeuwa in my life and my family must be resolved. No one owns my chi. Write in the comment section down below, no one owns my chi. 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 Thank you very much. You can send us a message on this WhatsApp handle 09017818674. 09017818674. 09017818674. We will help you. You came into this life to succeed, and you must succeed. You came into this life to be peaceful. You must be peaceful. You are in this life to be joyful, happy, blissful, and live a fulfilled life. And that must be your own portion. It doesn't matter what has been going on. Your case is different, and things are bound to change. Change is constant, and you are the next person coming up into life smiling. Udo dịrị agazielu gị na eke n'orie na afọ na nkwọ ahịa na anọ ụbọchị na anọ ise.